want to take a moment and speak to the militarization of the IRS. Because right now what we're looking at is there's actually more CI agents in the IRS than armed police officers with arresting abilities in the Marines. So what is this? Well, let's start with, and we've done a few videos, I'll put a few links below on specifics, but $10 million have been spent on guns, ammo, and a lot of other military equipment, including flash grenades, body armor, armored vehicles. I go on and on. And if you look at the ad, when the IRS was hiring these agents, you look at that ad, it says, must be willing to defend yourself in a hostile situation and use deadly force if necessary. Okay, well, I get that because I arm myself for the same reason. The big question is, why do you need submachine guns? Why all the military equipment? Because ultimately, if you look at the list of the guns they bought, submachine guns are on that list. And what we're talking about is 40 caliber submachine guns for the IRS. And I just kind of want to understand why. Why is it the IRS needs hundreds and hundreds of 40 caliber submachine guns? It's a reasonable question to ask, because if your goal is to defend yourself against bodily harm, if necessary, why the flash grenades? You know, people don't use flash grenades to defend themselves. They use flash grenades to assault a building or assault a room or a group of people. They don't use it for self-defense at all. And I get the self-defense thing, totally get it. I arm myself for self-defense as well. But I don't go into the world thinking, well, I need to have body armor and flash grenades and submachine guns and other styles of rifles, and I definitely need an armored Humvee. That kind of thing. These things don't cross my mind when I'm conducting just business, you know, and we did a video kind of talking about why, and ultimately it leads to seizure of property. When you look at case law of property that was seized by the IRS, the numbers are stunning. Less than 10% of those who have had property seized actually had any sort of tax violation at all when it came out in court. It's just a forced seizure of property. Well, how do you seize property? You need things like submachine guns to do that. That's how you do it. This is not the truth of what's taking place, what they're talking about here, that you need to just be able to defend yourself. This is so beyond that. They're just filled with lies, filled with them. Because ultimately what you have is you have the IRS. You know, you have millions and millions and millions of rounds of ammo. You have thousands and thousands and thousands of guns. You have more armed agents with arresting ability than the U.S. Marines have. Throw in a bunch of other military equipment, you have the militarization of the IRS, all designed to seize property from civilians. Most likely political enemies is my thought. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put that below. Specifically, why does the IRS need submachine guns? I do want to take a moment and add that most people that watch this channel don't subscribe to this channel. Please take a moment and hit that subscribe button, because it increases our ability to have this messages heard through the algorithm. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. As always, love God, love your family, love guns.